Alright, I haven't made a video or posted in a while. I've been, unfortunately, dealing with certain things in real life. I will actually start posting some videos that pertain to what has been going on in real life. I, unfortunately, have had a system collapse with the crawfish. That is the last of the crawfish there. I'm not for sure what's going on. I've been slowly removing crawfish for the last couple weeks. I noticed that there was a worm type thing growing on their shell, and with what I understood, it was supposed to be a symbiotic type thing, but something happened and it started affecting a lot of the things. I'm going to drag him out in a second, just kind of showing that. He's actually the last one in here. He must have passed away within the last several days. I hadn't seen him. I think some of the issues that I ran into was I was trying to clean some of the muck and material out from the bottom, and I think stirring it up might have caused an issue, but it didn't affect the goldfish and the koi in here. They're still thriving and doing good. Unfortunately, I did lose the crawfish. Now, for one, this was an experiment the whole time. I'm not a crawfish expert. I've really never raised fish as a kid or even as an adult. All these things came onto as a way to try to find an economical way of aquaponics and making it, more profitable in the same amount of space. So, been chasing all kinds of bug issues. Let's see if I can find him on here. There's one of my spider friends I have in here that have been finally helping me take care of the bugs. This is the vine plant that I drug in from outside last year. It suffered many different issues throughout the last couple months because of bugs. And like I said, I haven't been really overly paying attention to this, taking care of a situation. To be upfront, my situation is my mom has had dementia, but now she is being diagnosed technically with Alzheimer's. They took away her driving privileges. She's still capable and functionable enough to remain in her home, and she's able to take care of herself, but we have to take her and drive her everywhere, and because I am physically disabled and can't work, I do a lot with her. I don't want her to feel trapped, and I want her to be able to get out and do anything. So a lot of my time has been spent taking her places and doing things with her. I'm actually going to start recording some of our road trips. I'm talking to my godmother and aunt and seeing if they'd like to get on some road trips. Sorry about the horrible camera thing. I'm trying to just unfortunately look at a failed experiment, but at the same time realize that it wasn't an experiment. And another issue I think is, since I only got 4 crawfish and these have been gone through several generations of breeding, there's a possibility that there could have been an inbreeding genetic issue too. These type of crawfish only live to be about 3, maybe 4 years if they're lucky. So unfortunately, they had been more, inbred. I didn't expect them to even breed. The whole thing was to try to see if they would even live in this environment, in which it's been a little over maybe 2.5 years that I incorporated them into this part of the system. I'm not going to, at this current moment, buy any more crawfish. I need to get this cleaned out. And I'm not going to purchase any more crawfish due to the fact that I'm not going to have the time. I might have to close the system down even more and just set it up to where the fish are being kept alive and are being taken care of. As far as the plants and stuff, they all might be getting destroyed sooner or later. But, you know, it stinks, but there was things learned from this. Another possibility is some of the food that I was giving them crushed frozen peas sometimes, and I'm kind of wondering if there was a pesticide effect in those peas that could have done something like this. So it's kind of been an interesting travel. I think possibly the methane in the decomposing material underneath, I did not realize it had gotten so thick and was so dense. I knew it was thick and I knew it was there, but before I didn't think it was that big of an issue, especially since I stirred it up. It didn't affect or hurt the fish. So I'm not for sure if moving and changing things around might have created a stressful effect also, because if you notice, there are certain things missing, like I took that out and I've moved certain things around and changed things, so I could have created a stressful environment. Once I get things going with my mom and moving forward with her, I think that there might be another chance I might eventually try to do this again. But for right now, it's just basically, you know, keeping the fish alive, and I still might just let the plants grow. I mean, I gotta run the watering system and everything anyway, so might as well try to do that also. I need to add water because if you can tell, the pump is struggling, and there's apparently been quite a bit of evaporation. That line there is what I use to kind of measure when I'm going to have to add water, and apparently I need to add water. So, but I don't think that water being low is a factor. I think it's a combination of things: inbreeding, food, possibly the debris and the material on the bottom of the trough here, the growing trough. So, but I just wanted to post a video and be honest about what was going on, and apologize that I had not really kept up on posting videos, and I do feel bad that this did fail, but at the same time it's a learning event, and we do have other important things in life besides pretend imaginary world of experiments to try to do here. So, but with that said, I do appreciate y'all listening and coming by. And like I said, I'm going to be posting videos of my mom and hanging out with her, and hopefully even driving her and my aunt or my aunt and godmother around. So keep posted with those. It'll probably be a pretty interesting thing. So she gets pretty wild and talks pretty crazy stuff, but I think that it's going to be an adventure. And the reason why I'm doing these videos is my sister is an extremely busy individual, and I want her to experience that mom, even though what she is going through is terrible, she is at least living a good and the best life and having some adventures and opportunities. And I want my sister to be able to see those. She doesn't live in state with us. She's extremely busy with her profession, and I just want her to experience them. And In a way, it's kind of maybe to help other people that might be coming into this type of situation themselves with their family and parents and possibly even friends and relatives. It's to try to give them a highlight. I helped my mom and dad take care of both of their moms when they developed dementia and Alzheimer's, so it's not my first time around dealing with this. Even though each individual is different, there are quite a bit of similarities also. But we'll share in all that and everything, and I just wanted to be upfront and honest about the aquaponics and the unfortunate catastrophe that happened. I will do more videos of probably the fish and hopefully get an underwater camera and just have live streaming of them swimming around. Until all that happens, I just want to say thank you all for taking your time, and I appreciate, you watching these videos, and keep an eye out for the next videos of my mom and experiences that we have together. All right. Love you all. Be safe. Bye.